Welcome to mission 11 of the Epsom campaign. We are now 2 missions from the end of the campaign. So we're nearly done. We're going to do today an armed recce. And it looks like it's a mission that will take us south of Caen, Argenton, or Argenton, however you say it, to Bernay. So it's basically a circle around Caen with the large portion of the mission occurring to the east, which looks fine to me. It's a midday flight with our standard 3,000 foot form up, and then they're suggesting crossing the lines around 10k. Orders, I presume, are the same as they have been for each of the armed recces first. Our priority is obviously enemy aircraft, but we are instructed to attack vehicles if and when we see them. Smaller vehicles are common, with vehicles, convoys of 10 or more, very occasional. So probably we're likely to see similar type ground units to what we saw in the last mission. Weather is 4 to 8 knots, visibility is good, and contrail height is very high. We won't be up at 28,000 feet. So there we go. Let's get started. Right, we're in cockpit. So first things first, check that the controls are all in the right position. Flaps up and gear in the down position. And just going to trim the nose before we request engine start. And I want to check whether we need to fly south first. And hold on a moment, let's get a better view. Yes, the first waypoint's to the south. Now this, as I've said before on the knee pad, this is the best map by far. So we've got 16 nautical miles, trip to the south down to Villers-Bocage. And then we turn towards Argenton. 16 nautical miles is going to take less than 10% of an hour at 200. So it's going to take us 3 or 4 minutes probably. So we will be turning south and then we'll be turning east pretty quickly. I shall request start. Let's get the basics of the engine set up. A little bit of priming, not too much because it's midday. Traffic control, request start. Put the brakes on. Turn the gun sight on. Okay, wingmen are starting. There's 4 of them there. Ah, yeah, there is more of them back there. Okay, so we're 8 aircraft today. I can start. And request taxi. Okay. Close up. We'll close the lid. And okay, there's our taxi clearance. He's on his way over as well. The wind isn't so bad today. It looks like a very light wind. I think the kneeboard tells us anyway. What is it? 4 to 8. Yeah, so from the southwest. So we'll be taking off towards the west. Yes, we will be turning left onto the 27 runway. Let's put the brakes on and request takeoff.
Field 1-1, request takeoff. Field 1-1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Good.
Climb 300 at QSE 29.66.
Okay, so I'm going to roll out a little bit here. Just get the aircraft steady, pointing in the right direction. Okay. Throttling forward. Nose is coming down already. Oh, a little bit of wing A little bit of wing drop there, and we're up already. Geez, that was quick. Just made kind of a hop, and then we were airborne. Much faster than I was expecting. I've got formations of aircraft left of 12 o'clock, and I've got some, I think, aircraft 5 at 1 o'clock. Everything's very low, though. Well, those guys are moving out to the front. There's the sea over here. These guys are actually barrage balloons. Okay. Very cool. I've got 6 ships over here and 6 barrage balloons. That's the first time I think I've noticed them. Oh, it's really nice. There's some more ships over there too. Ah, we've actually got quite a decent number of ships floating offshore. And I've also just realised... I'll wait for the radio transmission. The fog is gone. Okay, I've just noticed the fog is no longer here. The fog's been with us almost every mission. It's good, it's nice and clear on the ground. Now, there are 2 formations off there as well. So we're 8, there's 2 formations over there. There was another formation over there of 4. I've got ships, there's a very large number of objects here. Let's just turn the frame counter on so we can track that 100 frames per second at the moment. 95. Pretty good. Okie dokie. So we're going to turn south. Let's just check if the last aircraft are airborne. I've got 1 rolling and the very last one lining up on the threshold. There's a red Very light just fired. That's weird. Ah, okay, maybe the Very lights are firing to signal the other aircraft to clear for takeoff. Anyway, I'll turn south because they'll join us up pretty quick as long as I go low boost. So I'll go a boost of, say, 1 or 2, 2500, and we'll climb on about, let's get the right heading actually, 199, so 200, we need to come right a fraction. And we'll climb up to 10,000 to cross the front line. That's about the right heading. Come left a bit. I've actually got a gap in the cloud up there, so we can probably aim for that, I think. Just looking at the other formations that are active in the airspace, there's a few of them about. It looks like we've got 12 plus 8, 20... There's another group of 4 somewhere. 24, there they are there. 24 aircraft that I can see airborne in the mission at the moment, and it seems to be running well, so that's good. Frame rate is at 70. And there's KPK airfield over there, so let's get this climb happening. Our climb speed is pretty low, 180, 200, but that's fine. I'm aiming for this blue patch up here. It's about the right heading. So we only need to go for 3 minutes and then we turn left. It's now about 13 minutes past 12, so we'll turn left at, say, 16 past, onto 130. And we can also use the visual cue. We've got Khan over there. So once Khan pops out basically behind the left wing, we know we can turn left onto the new heading, which will be 130. Okay, oh, another formation of 4. Is that the same formation from earlier? How's my altitude? 6,000. Got to keep climbing. The flak down past KPK is pretty hairy. Airspeed's dropping. Go for more boost. And a bit more RPM. Try and climb at 200. My section's in place, and the other section, the first aircraft, is that one just on the right of the screen now. That's the first aircraft in the second section. My section's all in place, so we'll be ready to cross the lines. The AI tends to form up pretty quickly. There's the flicker. The flicker bug that's a hangover from DCS 1 that will be fixed. I'm not sure when, but that's a lighting bug that's from the old DCS. They haven't done the DCS cloud lighting for DCS 2 yet, so unfortunately those of us, not me though, those who have problems with flashing lights and get seizures, this is probably not a great thing to be doing until that's fixed. I've got 3 formations of 4 aircraft over there, quite a bit lower. One looks like it may be attacking the ground. How's the time doing? 1:15, and we are now south of Caen and Caen Kapika Airfield. We'll be turning left shortly. I really want to get up a bit higher, I think. What are we doing? 209,000 feet. We're nearly at cloud height. Do I want to zoom around below the cloud or above it? Who knows? I'm going to keep climbing on this heading because I've got a gap in front of me. Second section is in place. I've got a choice here. Do I want to stay below the cloud and turn left or climb above it? I actually think I can go through this gap off to the left here. So what I'll do is I'll start coming left and climbing a bit now, because we are well past Caen, and Villers-Bocage is pretty much where we are. We should be seeing some flat soon. It's normally pretty heavy around here. Oh, I've got to keep climbing. Let's climb harder. Make sure we're well above the flak. Ah, there we go, flak burst. Right as I'm talking about it. We're just flying through the flak burst now, so I want to keep going up a bit higher. Maybe just wiggle a little bit. 100 frames per second, so the frame rate's fantastic. More contacts over here at 11 o'clock. Long. Looks like it's probably friendlies. Can't see which way they're flying. I think they're flying away. Angels 12, let's keep going up. Okay, now we can turn left. Yep, perfect. South of Caen now. Turning onto our 130 basically. Okay, a bit more boost pressure I think. Get it back up to 6 pounds. Keep it on 2700 RPM. 150. Radio channel 4, I should have already been on that channel. Get above this. Angels 15. Now Argentin, we're heading straight towards them, and they are heading north. Angels 15. Geez, we need to climb even higher. Come on, let's climb, boys. 2800 RPM, 8 pounds. Okay, they're heading north, so we need to intercept them. I'm just going to go to the kneeboard. We're going to intercept them somewhere just southeast of Caen, probably, because I think we're about. Let's see if I can take my hands off the control column here. I think we're about here. If they're here heading north, then we need to go about 090 basically. Need to come left a bit more. 15,000 feet. We need to go up, boys. Guns to fire. Gun safety off. And the enemy aircraft will be in this direction. Probably at our 1 o'clock actually. But we've got clouds, so we need to get closer, I think, before we're going to see anything. We need to get closer to Argentin. Or basically this area here, north of Falaise, but southeast of Caen. Let's keep climbing. I don't see anything over that way. I'll just keep going up. Coming up to 16,000 feet. Engine temperatures are fine. Go a bit more boost now. Should back up to 8. Okay, let's level off. Supercharger. Yeah, I think I'll keep us above supercharger altitude. Means we can now throttle back because we've got extra boost pressure. Okay, airspeed's now coming up really quickly. And we are due south maybe a little bit. Oh, contacts. Just right of 12. I just see them popping in the distance over, or lower the nose, over there in the cloud. I've got 4 contacts only though. It's supposed to be 12, they could be friendlies. Let's just keep heading in this direction. What's our... about 110, 115. Okay, they've disappeared again now. That could be a friendly formation that was heading south. Let's just keep this heading. And keep our eyes peeled to the right, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock position. And we just keep climbing as well. Oh, I'm out of trim. Let's give it a little bit of left rudder just to balance the aeroplane. And I'm going to just reduce the boost a bit here. We'll try and cool the engines off. They're actually not too bad. They're only at 85, but... Oh, hello. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 3 formations underneath us. Look at this. Oh, they're turning in. I think that's hostile. Alright. Yeah, that's hostile. Crikey, they're close. Yep, square wings. Engage bandits. My flight. Engage. Bandits. Wow, they're right underneath us here. Oh, look at this. Okay, I'm just going to go up a bit. Okay, I think I can get on this one as he dives away. Yes, I can. Wow, there's a lot of aircraft here. Whoa, there's a lot. This guy is busy. Okay, I'm right on this chap. Come on, come on, come on. Oh. Okay. Gave him a hammering break off. He's only smoking from his radiator. More aircraft are heading out. Whoa, look at this fight. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's like 20 aircraft here. Oh my goodness. This is a real scrap. Okay, what's that in front of me? That's a Spitty. Okay, that was a 109 or a 190 whizzing past. I've got... Okay, I'm okay behind. There's something on me there trying to get in. Just keep turning. Phew. Okay, what else have we got? Something exploding over there. I've got no airspeed. And there's a bandit rolling over the top of me. There's one there too. Okay, I think I can get inside this guy. Okay, he's got 6, but... Whoa, there's all sorts of them diving here. Okay, I've got to relax here. I've got to relax. Oh! 2 of them venting up high. Okay, I've got 2 underneath me. I'm just going to roll over and try and drop on these guys here. Parachute! Spitfire nailing a 190, I think. Well, whatever they are. And this guy's now rolling up in front now. Let's see if I can lag him a little bit. And then throttle up. Okay, I think I can squeeze inside this guy here. Okay, throttle back, 0 that throttle. Oh! Okay, throttle on, left rudder. Yes! More left rudder. Now he's done for. Okay, he's out. Check 6. One goes whizzing past, another one, 2, 3, 4 of them. How's my 6? Okay, I've got Spitfires behind me. That looks like square wings over there. I'm going to try and drop on him. There's a lot of them just came screaming down from well above. Okay, I can just drop in on this guy. I think I'm going to throttle back. Check 6, looks okay. He's got 6 himself. I'm inside him here. Oh, he just got smashed. Good job, whoever that was. Oh, I've got 6. Okay, I don't want to overcook my engine here. Whew. Okay, I had something right on my 6 then. It may have been a friendly. But I'm not taking the risk. Okay, still got an aerial dogfight going on over here. Spitfire, and Spitfire. I think it's all clear now. Parachutes, Spitfires, Spitfire, parachute. What a scrap. There's a lot of stuff that's on the ground that's blown up. Okay, I'm going to head back to the west. Let's turn west, get back around towards base a little bit. I've got more contacts in this direction as well. Try and get up above this cloud towards the west. Okay, let's check the sky behind. That's all friendlies. Friendly. Parachutes. Wow. You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me a lot of the very big dogfights we used to have in IL-2 all those years ago. There was, well, we were 8 and they were 12, so there was at least 20 fighters in that scrap. Interestingly enough, the performance was absolutely fine. 20 fighters all scrapping it out. And now they're all forming up again beautifully. Well, that was that's the most impressive and enjoyable fight I've had in the campaign to date. That was really spectacular. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Khan is way over here, so we've come well to the southeast. We're going to RTB now. I've used up quite a bit of ammunition, and we've destroyed, I think, an entire German squadron. I don't know how many aircraft we lost. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a couple of contacts way off that way. I don't know what they are. No, they're the parachute. I think we lost 1. I think my number 2 got shot down because there's no one on my left wing. Okay, let's go up again. Get above this cloud. We're going to have to go on instruments for a second here. Oh, I have to turn right. I think I don't want to. Don't really want to be in this cloud. There we go. There's a gap over here. We'll fly that way. Yeah, time to RTB now, I think. Just got to get this airplane up above this cloud. We'll cross the front lines and we'll get home. That was one hell of a scrap. Let's just check the scores here. Okay, I got 1, and we did shoot down all 12. So we destroyed the whole damn formation. We had such a good height advantage on them too, though. When they tried to climb up on us at the very first, they basically ran out of energy just as they reached our altitude, and then we just rolled up over the top of them. And had a significant energy advantage. So I definitely destroyed 1, and I damaged another, so that's quite good. I'll take 1 confirmed and 1 probable. He was smoking, but I think someone else probably finished him off. We'll see. Have to tally all the various contradictory accounts when we get back to base and let the intelligence officers sort that out. Now, Khan should be over there. It always seems like it's slower when you're flying home. Getting to the front always seems to take far too little time. Let's keep going up. Let's just get way above the cloud. Oh, that was enjoyable. Most enjoyable. My aircraft looks like it's unscathed. I'm going to have to check the footage afterwards to see whether that was a friendly or a hostile on my 6 when I pushed the nose forward in that neg-G maneuver. I was very worried that I had a 109 right with me then. I think in hindsight it probably was a friendly, and it may have even been that friendly who had just been with me attacking that other aircraft. We'll see. Okay. We ended up a long way east of Khan because we're still southeast of it. So I think we wound up way out here. Halfway to Bernay, perhaps, by the time that dogfight finished. It moved pretty rapidly. Now, my section is 2 aircraft behind me. The other section is still 4. Yeah, I've definitely lost my number 2. Okay, well, Hope he bailed out. Hope he makes it back to the front lines. Otherwise, it's going to be another year of being in a camp for him. 3 or 4 aircraft down low there, heading west. My section's just catching up now. Climbing at 1,000 feet per minute still, this is really good. 15,000 now, we'll be in supercharger altitude shortly, which we won't need to use. That height dropped down so quickly as well. We're down at about 6,000 feet after 3 or 4 turns. Right, where's Con? Over there. So we'll be crossing the front lines again soon, and then we can begin our descent. I want to stay well clear of Con, just in case there's flak. And Via Bocage is down here somewhere. I don't actually know what the town looks like. Maybe that down there. I think I just heard flak burst. Yeah, we're astride of Can't Copy K now. I'm going to keep climbing. "16,000 feet. There is a formation way behind us. I think they're just patrolling east-west, but we're too far for us to bother engaging. How's our performance doing? 83 to 100 frames. So if I look up at the sun, I get nearly 200 frames per second. Down in the cockpit, 70. Over at the wingman, couldn't see. I can't look to the right and the left at the same time. I think we can descend now. Let's drop below cloud. Boost back. Left trim. Let's drop the nose into a shallow one. Hands off, and it should just glide our way down. Bit of right rudder trim there. A bit less boost. Right rudder trim. One notch nose down. Down we go. Wings level with the horizon so we don't turn back towards enemy territory. Left trim 1. Got a nice gap in the cloud here. We'll fly through that. Righty ho. Let's tell everyone else to go home. Second section, you can RTB. And my flight, you can also RTB. And that, I believe, is our airfield. No, it's over there. That's our airfield. Let's radio in to Saint Croix F7 inbound.
Infield 1-1 inbound.
Fly heading 75. Runway 27 is the active, jolly good. Okay, I'm going to throttle back even further. I'm doing 300 miles per hour here. So what I'll do is I'm going to go straight into the downwind from where I currently am. That's not St. Croix there, is it? No, I don't think so. No, because there's those ships. We were further along, so it's definitely this one here. It's landing.
1-1 request landing.
We'll do that way too early, but too bad. Right, nav lights on. One, two, three, 5 formations of 4 over there. 20 aircraft at least. Plus another 4 up here. There's really a lot of aircraft in the sky in this mission, and it's been very stable. Really, really good. Okay, there's the downwind for me. I need to drop down another fair way. I'm extremely quick here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full orbit left. So there we are, pointing at the threshold. And now I'll do a steep left. Just to kick it round on the spot. Shed airspeed and shed altitude. And 0 the throttle. Okay. 180. We'll sort of turn in on a curved final now. Request landing.
Infield 1-1. Request landing.
So I think I was denied before. Just requested again. Open up the canopy. Drop the gear. Full fine pitch. And flaps. Coming back. Didn't get clearance to land. At 0 throttle. Quite slow. Runway occupied. No, it's not. Don't give me that. I can see who. I think I see who they're talking about. Oh, hello. That's scratchy there. Let's focus on the landing rather than looking down the. I'm high, but I'm okay because I can juggle this. 80 knots, very slow. Oh, that was nice. That's one of my best landings, I've got to say. I came in extremely slow. I know a few people who will be happy about that. I normally come in much quicker. And that time I was slow as anything, and I think I may have 3-pointed that one. Well, that'll please a few people, won't it? Okay, let's just wriggle our way off here. And we shall park up next to the taxiway. Let's just turn off the various pumps and whatnot so we don't leak fuel all over the place. And check the brakes are fully on. Flaps to the fully up position. Lights off. And do the old mixture. Pat, mags. Switch covers. Lock the priming. There we are, we're all done. And there's the rest of the squadron circling overhead with one on finals. We will get the chance to watch him come in because we have enough time. Just while we're waiting for him, I'll just check the final score. Yes, 12 enemies destroyed, and my scores, I got 1. Enemies destroyed 1, so yeah, that was the wingman of mine that was killed, or taken out at least, destroyed. So here comes number 3 of my section, I presume. Hard to see because of the low lighting. There he is, wheels down. His landing was almost as good as mine. There we go, mission 11. We have 1 left to go. One mission to go, and then we're done with the Epsom campaign. And so another formation's just got themselves airborne, and away they go. But we are all done for the day here. Mission 12 will be coming soon, and then we will recap the entire campaign. Thanks for watching. I hope it was fun. For me, that was probably the best mission yet. That dogfight was really, really quite spectacular.